Today we'll be talking about a failed Batman film incarnation, Batman Triumphant. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't. But see, now this is the problem doing this in live stream. I missed the little who it could have been intro. Like you had that like butter, and I have to be honest, without hearing it, I'm not feeling it.
All right. Welcome to Who It Could Have Been, where every almost week we take a look at a famous actor or actress who's up for a big role, but for one reason or another they didn't quite get it. Whether they've been better, worse, or just plain, or possibly triumphant. Who knows?
Hey, yeah, like that one time that Demos auditioned to be Condiment Man.
Well, it wasn't a role that I would relish, but if they paid well enough.
Hey man, that was such a good pun. I'm not sure if I could catch up.
It was going to be the proposed fifth film in what I'm just going to call the Burton verse. It started with Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and the catastrophe that was Batman and Robin. Following that film, I don't think many people were surprised that we never got to Triumphant, whose villain was going to be the Scarecrow.
Interesting.
Who became, as you know, the villain of the next iteration, which was Batman Begins. Not the main villain, but one of the main villains played by Cillian Murphy. Now, when Batman Triumphant was being pitched, a number of actors were considered for the role. This one caught my eye because I thought it was very interesting. I'm very curious for your reaction. Christopher Lloyd as the Scarecrow.
That's good. That's really good. There's only one I can think who might rival that, and even at the end of the day, I think I might hand it to Christopher Lloyd. For one, all you got to do is look at his hair in Back to the Future and think, yeah, dude already kind of looks like a Mickey Fireball Scarecrow anyway. All right, can we be honest about that? I mean, the way he delivers, like he has so many. If you could somehow take an amalgam of Doc Brown from Back to the Future, and I forget the name of the Klingon specifically, but the one he played in Search for Spock, right? If you somehow melded those two, what's his word, voices, deliveries, personas into a character, you would set the table for the look and feel and tone of delivery that you would get for Scarecrow, right? Now, you kind of put those two together, have that similar kind of voice and pace, and they're talking, and then talk about, scaring people and stuff, and boom, you got the Scarecrow. Listen, it's a slam dunk. The only other guy I might consider it ahead, and still I think I would give Lloyd the job ahead, is maybe Christopher Walken.
Oh. That would be too spot on.
Too on the nose, yeah.
He wouldn't even need makeup. I mean, he shows up. I mean, if they adapted like the look from Sleepy Hollow on Chris Walken.
Oh God, that'd be money. Yeah.
Oh man. But as far as Christopher Lloyd, I like the idea, and I even throw into this character amalgamation. I even throw in the thief that he played from Dennis the Menace, for that very dirty, grungy look.
Dude does look like he used to play guitar in Seattle for an alternative band. I agree.
I'd like to think that his previous persona as Dr. Crane before the transformation to Scarecrow would be more like Reverend Jim, the character he played on Taxi, where he was an astute scholar until he discovered drugs or booze, one of the two, and he went kind of cuckoo. If we could get Reverend Jim to become the Scarecrow,
Ignatowski, right? Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that show in such a long time. I hope I'm getting the names correctly. I believe you're correct.
I only know it because my dad would my Christopher Lloyd could be playing like Yogi Bear, and he would call him Ignatowski. You know what I'm saying?
If none of you have heard of Taxi, I mean, just look at the cast. You got Christopher Lloyd, you got Andy Kaufman, you have Danny DeVito, and you have Tony Danza playing another character named Tony. Judd Hirsch. Just based on that alone, you have to check it out. Very late 70s, early 80s feel, but it's a damn fine show.
And interesting, I got a quick pop quiz for you. I'll transition to one of the main characters in Taxi who played the father of the actor I would suggest as a choice for Scarecrow.
Jeff Goldblum?
Very good, Demosthenes, with the reverse dunk. Yes, played Jeff Goldblum's dad in Independence Day, and I think he would be an interesting choice for Scarecrow. What say you?
Interesting, because he was also considered for the role.
Oh, I'm a talent.
But I'd still take Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, no, I think so too. It's going to sound ridiculous, but I think Goldblum's a little too pretty for the role. Actually, that's remind me of the gentleman who does it, who did it in the current movies, because he was great. That was
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. The only problem with the character is I'm like, you're too pretty. I'm not intimidated by you, and that's why they make him wear a mask. I get it. Yeah.
But with Christopher Lloyd, and what really separates him is he doesn't have a fear of looking grungy and dirty and disgusting. His Scarecrow could be effective without even needing a mask. Of course, he's going to wear a mask, but he can really sell that role. Not now, not today, but in the mid '90s. Hell yeah.
Sure, and I'll put it this way. It's funny, I mentioned it earlier thinking it could be a nominee for the Toy Hall of Fame, but in the Clue movie where he plays Professor Plum, that dignified look would be easily adopted for Dr. Crane before any sort of incident or backstory, right?
Yeah, now I'm just thinking of a movie universe that includes Clue and Batman, and I think...
Oh, hell yeah! Batman in the Clue house? Oh, hey, listen, we're copywriting this. No one steal it. We're selling that. They're going to do everything Monopoly. I want Batman Clue, Mickey Fireballers. Woo!
Would Tim Curry play Alfred?
Yes, he would. How the hell is this a question?
And the singing telegram girl would be a precursor to Harley Quinn.
That's creative. I like that. Now, listen, first of all, the way you should have phrased that previous thing, Demos, is... what is the best reason why we should pick Tim Curry? Not should it be Tim Curry? What's wrong with you? Because episodes of this show
because Tim Curry is such a talent that you can use him for one of the villains. So it's like one of the questions: do you use Tim Curry as a villain, or do you use him as Alfred? And I'll tell you, one of the things I do like about Clue is you rarely see Tim Curry playing a good guy. As good a guy as you can get in a film like Clue, where everybody has a kind of a lauded past. But as far as that film is concerned, you may disagree with me, but I think he's the protagonist, the chief protagonist, as far as I'm concerned.
In Clue?
Oh yeah, he drives the whole film.
A protagonist does not have to be a hero, so we're recognizing that as a literary reference. I think you're absolutely right.
When Signal Fails says Willem Dafoe.
I'll buy it 100%. I still think Christopher Lloyd is a touch better because the Scarecrow has a little bit of whimsy. Like, see, that's the thing about the Green Goblin, where we saw Willem Dafoe kick a lot of butt, right? He's not a guy that Osborn is not whimsical, but Dr. Crane kind of is, you know. But other than that little nitpick, that's a great call. Yeah, excellent work.